Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Jedi Knight Edition. Now, when we left off, we had disabled so many security towers. All I can see when I close my eyes is security towers. So, hopefully, we will be able to wipe my memory of that terrible ordeal. Well, it actually wasn't that bad, I'm just making drama about it, but whatever the case, what we need to do now is assassinate that security officer over there. So, let's tackle this security droid first. There actually appears to be quite a few security droids. We will not allow them to shoot at us for no reason. Yes, there we go. We will eliminate as many as possible, of course. And, wow, they actually seem to be falling like flies right now, especially due to Kira dealing so much damage. Oh, yes, and there's the security officer's ID card. And what we need to do now is shut down external communications.
Taboro's security grid is down. We're entering the main complex.
Splendiferous! You've eliminated many of that bully's unforgivably barbaric thugs, but more remain inside the complex. Once you've eliminated them and disabled any internal defenses, we will evacuate Sanctuary. Your heroics are most appreciated, and we will return the favor. It is obvious you came for the illustrious Dr. Oberov. We're transmitting his coordinates so that you may quickly find him. Best of luck.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we know who is speaking right now. That sounds suspiciously like you know who. Yes, if you've seen Zaynash, then you know. But let us now get on our mount. Oh, it's actually, this is actually a very nice, well, a nicely designed area, I was going to say. But then I thought to myself, maybe not, because yes, now I have to get up there, and unfortunately that is meaning that I'm going to have to go around a rather considerable detour. Yes, this is not good. Oh, no, maybe not. I was going to say that... Oh, okay, never mind. Yep, okay, just scratch that. I'm completely wrong. I was going to say that this is a really nice designed area because everything is so incredibly close to each other and you just naturally, organically get towards your objective, and I really like that. I really don't like going from A to B to C to D and various other letters, but yes, those things kind of frustrate me, but right now it's actually going quite nicely, and I actually would not have expected that of Mekeb, because on the Imperial side, I found Mekeb to be, well, not lacking, but I found it to be somewhat irritating. Nothing too bad, but it just seemed to send you everywhere. So yeah, at least this is sending us everywhere, but it's sending us everywhere in a very confined space, which I do happen to like, because that means we get a lot more done. I'm not going to kill that astromech, thank you very much. It's too cute to be killed, thank you. And now we're going to make our way over to disable the internal defenses. If I can actually... Oh, really? If I can actually see the map before I get attacked by something else. Oh, of course. Come on now. There we are. That's exactly what we like. Okay, so we're going to have to go round. So I'm going to have some introspection right here. We're going to just meditate on things and make sure that everything's good. Kira's just staring at us awkwardly. And we'll now move around and maybe not get seen. Oh, no, we're being rather sneaky here. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I guess that was it. We just get to actually stealth one group. Well, I guess one group is better than nothing, I suppose. Come on now, let's try and eliminate as many as we can. Obviously, Kira is just... Kira's going to be able to eliminate basically everything, and I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm just here. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just looking good, and that's it. Yep, Kira's looking good and dealing damage, so I guess it can be done. It can be done. Okay, well, we are almost around. The inner defenses are, of course, this force field here, I would assume. So we're going to need to... Oh, no, I don't want to fight that, thank you. I would like to fight this, though. Yes. There we go. Come on now. There we go. Knock them both down. Very nice. And that's exactly the reason why I really love Guardian Slash. It is so, so nice, because it enables so much disruption. And, of course, technically it stuns them as well, so you don't take any more damage, which I've got to say is really cool. But obviously that only knocks down standard and weak enemies and not strong or anything like that, but still pretty useful, I've got to say. There we are, very nice. And now all that is left to do is, well, of course we have to open the lab door, but I was going to say meet Dr. Ogorob himself and see... a way of extracting him. I'm actually thinking it's going to be relatively difficult. Probably going to come across many Isotope 5 droids, but if anyone can find a way to disable them, then probably he can, because he has created them in the first place, I would assume. So, let's make our way over here to the door and open sesame.
The Republic hasn't made friends with the Empire, and the Doctor doesn't work for us. Not yet, anyway.
Churlish nincompoop. You can see why I was forced to lend my brilliance to your assault. I'm glad you're here. My apologies for the earlier subterfuge. A necessary contrivance. Toboro seized control of my defenses and was watching me closely. But I am no one's prisoner.
You helped us defeat your own security grid. I thought your people only spoke in Huttese.
All Hutts can speak your language. We simply choose not to. Given the circumstances, I prefer to avoid linguistic misunderstandings. We have complementary goals. You want what Toboro possesses, and I wish very much not to die here. Provide me with transport off this doomed planet. I will aid your efforts to recover the Isotope 5 fuel rods that power Toboro's Ark.
You're the only halfway decent Hutt we've met in a while. I suppose that should count for something.
How fortunate for me that my brethren have profoundly lowered your expectations. I have a personal shuttle here. It's large enough to accommodate us all. Thanks to you, it can now fly. We should leave before Toboro sends an army to kill us. Take me to your allies, and I will explain what must be done.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a Hutt move, but I think I may have seen it once, maybe twice, yeah, but it is an extremely rare occurrence. It seems they always cut away. Do you notice that? They always fade to black as soon as they start to move. It's like some sort of trade secret or mystery. Maybe we'll have to uncover it sometime. I'm sure that I have seen it before, but I am unsure where. Well, I suppose we are here at Sharleem, so of course that is going to be a running joke now. As long as we are on Makeb, at least. I don't really want it to continue when we get into Shadow of Revan, at least. Well, maybe it will, who knows. But hopefully, yes, hopefully Gez is not going to want Dr. Ogorob's brain. Oh yes, hopefully not.
Doctor, it's such an honor. I'm so glad we weren't forced to kill you.
Don't make our guest any more nervous than he already is. The Republic only kills in self-defense.
As I saw on our flight from Sanctuary, you specialize in artful property damage.
Now that you're here, what can you tell us about Isotope 5? How does it fuel the Ark?
Isotope 5. Toboro's great discovery at the center of Makeb. Something truly unique in all the galaxy, and worth destroying this planet to obtain. Imagine a substance as light as shimmer silk, but stronger than Durasteel. It distorts gravity and electromagnetic fields so predictably that it can be refined into fuel. Isotope 5 has limitless potential to remake this galaxy. Those droids you battled were first-generation prototypes, playthings.
Are you saying there are even more advanced versions of those droids? How many? What are their capabilities?
Toboro has dozens of prototype weapons. Their capabilities vary based on whatever creative inspiration moved me that day. I crafted a beautiful set of Isotope 5 fuel rods to power Toboro's Ark. Some of my finest work, but you'll never see it. According to my data stream, Toboro has increased mining production to maximum levels. Makeb's destruction will arrive far ahead of schedule. You have a spacecraft, yes? We should depart immediately.
We're not leaving our people behind. If Tabaro's drilling has accelerated McKeb's destruction, turning it off should slow it back down.
I fear it won't be as easy as flipping switches. The platforms and their control rooms will be heavily defended.
When it comes to body count, McKeb's ground quakes have nothing on me.
I suspect that's not an exaggeration. I'll have a transport to the mining platforms prepped for you immediately. Keep us apprised of your progress.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a rather sharp ending, wasn't it? It was like, oh, okay, yep, you're off now. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be taking that, and that's a pretty nice chess piece, I gotta say. And yeah, that is fine. So that's what we would look like if we actually had that on, but I actually still really like the current armor we're using, so we're going to keep that right now. And we're going to now head on to... Oh, it's another 3. Do you notice that? Look at that. That's another 3. Oh my. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Safety controls. I'm actually unsure. Where do I have to head to? Well, let's just take a look at the speeder real quick and see where we need to go. Okay, so we need to go over here. I've never been over there before, so I guess we're going to be uncovering some undiscovered territory.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Ah, yes. I seem to remember this quite fondly. I don't think I can use the word fondly for this particular area. It is quite the death trap, hellhole, whatever you want to say. It is not particularly nice to be here, I have to say, because this area is littered. It is absolutely littered with cartel forces. As you can see by the bonus mission alone, it is giving us 50. Really? Really? 50? I mean, come on. Okay, well, I guess these are relatively easy to kill, and they are dirty brawlers. Yes, they are technically dirty brawlers, as you can see, which is rather amusing, but the main problem is inside. Yes, you'll see. You'll see. As soon as we get inside, things are going to get nasty. So we're going to see if we can disengage the platforms, of course, but the main problem is, yeah, this. This is exactly what I mean. You need to go through the exact right entrance to be able to get inside, and then there's a bunch of other things that you need to avoid, and maybe some Isotope 5 droids as well. Probably pretty hard ones too. So, there's a phase. Is there anything over here that I need to worry about? No, doesn't seem like it. So I guess we can just head into the phase. That's at least quite the relief, because I remember this didn't actually used to be a phase, and it used to be like a normal area where anyone could fight anything, and you actually would need, at least on the Imperial side, you would actually need a specific item, and I seem to remember that at least, and that item was so incredibly hard to find that you would have to kill basically the droids, the Isotope 5 droids, and they would be so difficult to kill because everyone would be camping their spawn area, and it would just be, just an absolute terrible experience. But in the end, obviously, you would get your item and then you'd be perfectly fine, but it's so nice to actually see that they've changed that into a phase, but maybe it's just like that for the Republic. I am actually unsure, because obviously I haven't been here on a Republic character, so it's actually rather nice to see that there is a slight difference in the McKeb mission, of course. Come on now, take out these guys. There we are. I'm actually unsure whether we'll be able to even complete this mission. Able, yes, of course. Well, yeah, so we do have some droids here, but these are literally the weakest units they could throw at us, so they are very, very easy to kill. But yeah, we've only killed 23, and I'm pretty sure we're going to complete this mission right now, so let's see what happens next. Oh, okay. We need to power down the laser. Oh, okay. Okay, well, this is getting heavy, isn't it? Very, very heavy indeed. So let's see, where do I actually have to go? Ah, yes. One of the outlying platforms, of course. No doubt it is going to get a lot more dicey as well, because literally, in the old days, these droids weren't even here. The Isotope 5 droids were here, and they were here, 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 and here. All the way around. It was just... oh, terrible, terrible. But at least maybe they've made it a little bit more streamlined now. I'm quite happy about that. Quite happy to see that, so that's pretty good. Quite unusual, I would say, for them to actually change McKeb in such a drastic way. So maybe it is, in fact, just the Republic side, and they haven't changed anything at all on the Imperial side. So, maybe we'll have to see that at some point. But for now, we are, of course, almost done with the bonus mission. Yeah, not really at all. But maybe there'll be some more units down in the base? Oh, no, no. Okay, apparently there's nothing. I thought it was actually a lift or an elevator, but no. It's just a couple of units that are going to die extremely quickly to Kira's amazing damage output. And, well, I'm distracting them with my amazing kicking and punching skills. Yeah, not really punching them, but I am kicking them a little bit. So, let's disable the laser, I suppose, and then find out where we go next. Ah. Oh, really? Okay. So, yes. This is exactly what I mean. There they are. Yeah? Oh. Oh, no. Painful, painful things. Okay, well, I'll see you when we arrive a little bit closer to the next 3 things that we will be disabling. Okay, so believe it or not, we've actually already arrived at the next location, and I have to say that that was remarkably quick, and, well, I maybe just did a really good job at avoiding most of the encounters that you would otherwise have to fight. I did get attacked by an Isotope 5 droid, but I ran away from it. While I was on my mount, I did not get dismounted, so that was rather nice. That was a pretty advantageous position to be in, but... Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Does that mean something's going to happen? Are we going to be attacked? Oh, no. In actual fact, it's giving us an additional objective every single time we do something like that. So I can assume that we are going to have to do double the objectives. We're going to have to repair a power conduit every single time, maybe? That is not great, I have to say. Oh, no. Okay, well, at least these guys are very, very easy to kill, so I really don't have too many complaints about the actual enemy variety right here. So, let's take that out. Repair it, anyway. Yeah, let's take it out to dinner. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... Really? Really? Okay, so I have to do that again. That's actually a little bit strange. Okay, so I did that. And I suppose I can actually mount up in here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I was not aware of that, so I'll have to mount up on my way back to the other one. Now, as you see, we might actually make the bonus mission and get it complete. I'm actually unsure about that, but we may. It might be lucky. Let's get on our mount right here and see if we can get around there before anything respawns. Obviously, the phases, I'm unsure. There is actually a respawn time as far as I'm aware, but maybe not. They seem to have changed quite a lot around here, so could just be me. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll actually go around the other side because I don't want to fight that champion unit droid. Ah, yes, that gives me terrible, terrible memories of the original Isotope 5 droids that were in this room. And of course, we are now just going to be dealing with some weaker units. We, of course, do need to actually do the bonus mission, but I think these guys are actually going to be enough to complete that. There's going to be another guy here, and then probably another 3 in the next area. That would be absolutely fantastic, and really, really quite a lucky coincidence. But, yep, there we go. They actually have 3. Exactly 3 units in here, and that is exactly what we need for the bonus mission. So, there we go. Very, very lucky indeed, isn't it? Oh, yes. Usually I would have to do an additional amount of fighting off-screen, but no, I have actually not fought any units off-screen. Maybe the initial 4 that I did at the very beginning of infiltrating these various facilities, but otherwise, we're pretty lucky, I gotta say. There we go. Oh. Really? Oh, my. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. Well, I suppose we do have quick travel, and it is a good idea to use it, but I was really not expecting to have to do yet another one. I think that this is going to be in 3s, so technically we're doing the last one right now, but... yeah. I think you could probably tell that I'm not particularly pleased about this particular situation, but that is... Mekeb, isn't it? That's Mekeb for you. Ah, absolutely terrible, but, well, I suppose... Oh, we do get to see a rather cool Rancor. Look at that. Archon's Rancor. I would like to fight that, but it only has 42,000 HP, so it's not particularly worthy, is it? Ah, let's fight it. Why not? Let's go. Come on, let's do this. I was going to say that maybe it wasn't worthy because it does have 42,000. As you can see, it is actually dying very, very quickly. But look at it. I mean, look at the grand scale of it. I really love the Rancors. I mean, I remember actually playing a vehicle combat game all those years ago. I actually can't remember the name of it for the life of me. I actually remember the name of it like a few months ago, but now I've forgotten again. Ugh, absolutely awful, isn't it? But I think it was something like Star Wars Destruction or Destruction something or other. I actually don't know, but you could play as a Rancor tamer, and he would actually ride a Rancor, which I actually thought was really, really cool, and obviously you had to unlock it as well, so there was a bunch of secrets and all kinds of things, and it was just really quite a fun time. But nevertheless, as you can probably tell, I'm going to be ending this episode off here, and next time we're going to be disabling yet another couple of safeties and then disabling the last laser. At least I can only hope it is the last laser. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.